Hello, guys. I know it seems a little dark, but welcome to Off The Cuff Paranormal. And wait a minute, I'm missing somebody. But hang on, guys. Before we get any further, I want to show you something. So check it. Look at this. Look at our little table setup we have here. Isn't that cool? And yes, that's a flashing skull. That's awesome, guys. So I'm going to take you over to the table. And I'm going to set you back up here, guys. So hopefully you can see me. There you go. That's better. Yeah, welcome to the Vancouver Police Museum. This is a very special event. And well, I've lost somebody, but we do have to bring him on because he's all part of this. Now, I think we should die. We got to have him here somewhere. So, can the ghosties, wherever you happen to be, can you find Mike for me, please? We know he's there. I mean, I can see the camera. Okay, Ghosty just gave us a thumbs up. Ah, there he is, Mr. Mike.
Hello, everybody.
Where exactly are you?
I'm in the bowels of the museum.
And what exactly are you doing down there?
You tell me. You told me to come down here.
I did. I know I did.
I for those that have never been here or seen this, right behind me is the overflow morgue.
And that's one scary place. Now, as you guys know, you've probably figured out, we are at the Vancouver Police Museum. I've already said that. This is kind of cool. Mike, he's down in the overflow morgue, blood room. Sorry, I'm going to be corrected about this because I know it's called the drying room. But we like to call it the blood room. And the only reason I was corrected by that is because we have a very special guest with us tonight. That special guest is pretty, and Mike, you know who our special guest is. And for the rest of you that are on here, and hello, Kay, and everybody else is joining us tonight. It's awesome to see you all here. Our special guest tonight is not only an incredible person, but the director of the Vancouver Police Museum. Please welcome Christy on board. Christy.
Hello.
There she is.
Thank you, Darryl.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So welcome to Off the Cuff Paranormal. It's an absolute pleasure to have you aboard. It's an awesome, and you will be joining Mike down there later.
Oh, am I? Was that the plan?
Yes, yes.
I got it. I got a spot for you right here.
Oh, thanks.
Well, we're hoping to actually see something behind you at some point in time, Mike. Hello, Karen. Hello. Oh, somebody said traveling spirit. Hi, Christy.
Traveling spirit. Ooh, hello.
Do you know who that is?
The photo is very small, but you look lovely.
I'm not sure who traveling spirit is, but she knows you.
Amy, hi.
All right, guys. So, Christy. The Vancouver Police Museum, I mean, what can we say? We've been investigating the Vancouver Police Museum for, oh my Lord, 14 plus years. We've been in and out of this, Mike. You've been around with us for a long time too. You've been having your fair share of investigating time here.
Yeah.
Can you, I guess, to start off, a lot of people don't know you that well. So maybe a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from? How did you end up at the Vancouver Police Museum?
So firstly, it's a little intimidating talking to people who've been here for 14 years when I've only been here for, 18 months? I feel like we've got the real experts here. But yeah, so I've been with the museum since May last year, originally started as the marketing manager, and through sheer dumb luck became the director earlier this year. It's the best job in the world and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Is that sound going weird for everyone or not just here?
There is a little bit of feedback on that, but that's as par for the course. Sometimes we get this.
It could be mine, so I'm just going to turn my microphone down. It's smidge here.
Sometimes my mic is off on my laptop, so sometimes we get these little glitches, but it does happen. So it's not something it's something we can deal with.
We'll work it out.
So how did, like, I mean, what made you decide to come to the PPM? What? I know. Okay, so me and Mike snooped you on Facebook, and I think Mike snooped you on Instagram too.
I apologize for nothing.
As it should be, as it should be.
As it should be. Now, we didn't keep the photos because, you know, there was definitely some photos of you doing.
Where is this going?
Almost like a haunted clown, was it?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
Which
Where was
one?
it? Which one?
Which one? I've done two. I've done one here in Canada and I've done one back in Australia.
Okay, well, I know you did the one. Now, I don't know. I'd have to look her up again to find out. This was on your Facebook. This was on your Facebook page.
That tells me nothing. So I think
There was some weird guy standing next to you.
that doesn't help.
Okay, but
getting worse.
the one you did here was the peony, wasn't it?
Yes.
And that was Fright Nights.
Yes. So I was friends, I believe it's a technical term in the industry, with a Fright Nights clown by the name of Coco. And that was last year in an absolute ball. So please, if you haven't bought tickets to the Peony, you should go. It's a great time. So yeah, I ran around and scared the hell out of people October last year. But my other creepy clown is dear to my heart. So it was my very first job in Heritage, was at a decommissioned maximum security prison. And yeah, oh God, it was fun.
Was this the maximum security prison you told me about a long time ago?
Absolutely.
Oh dear.
And of course, Halloween isn't quite a thing in Australia. It happens, but it's not as celebrated as it is in Canada and North America.
Really?
It sucks. Part of the reason I moved here.
Sorry, Australia.
Australia is beautiful, just needs more Halloween.
I'm sorry, but you guys have the scariest bugs in the world. You don't need
I
any Halloween.
was just going to say that you guys got enough creepy crawlies to make up for it.
That's fair. No, so we did ghost tours, and then for Halloween we would do dress up ghost tours. So I would take these ghost tours through a maximum security decommissioned prison dressed up as a creepy clown.
That is cool.
People would start crying and I would try and comfort them, and they would tell me that I was the reason they were crying.
I don't even know where to go with that one, Mike. I really don't. I mean, I know we do some creepy stuff, but I mean, I'm really nervous sitting next to her right now.
Wow, I know what I get to look forward to then, right?
Oh, if we only had time, that would be hilarious.
No, we're not bringing back the clown. It's okay. We're not.
So, you know, when you came into the VPM,
Yes.
how long after when you started here did you discover that it had the history that we delved into?
Look, I certainly suspected before I started working here. So I arrived in Canada in November of two years ago, pretty much, and started working. Well, I came to visit in January. Came through with my partner, and it was a little bit weird. And the lovely lass who was sitting at the counter, Catherine, I hope, hi Cat, explained that every now and then there were footsteps. And I was like, ooh, footsteps. Okay, that's tame. That's fine. We'll see how that goes. But started working here as the marketing manager, and within 2 days, stories started to slowly slip out, and it was like, okay, here we go. Very tame though, very much like, oh, you might hear knocking on the doors, or you might hear the jingling of keys, you might feel something on the back of your neck. But I couldn't tell you my very first experience. It all started very slight and very gentle. They were very gentle with me here.
A little bit at a time. Well, that's cool.
That's kind of how they treat investigators too, you know. They warm up to you a little bit, and then little by little, and then eventually something bigger.
That's a story that.
Eventually? Yes, we've had our fair. Okay, come on. Amy, you know, Amy herself was like
Right behind me here.
Yes, and she actually had which I'll show you guys later. She had an item pulled out of her hand. Well, not completely out, but down from her hand. And she had the feeling that she wanted to leave, if I remember that correctly. And you said yourself, Mike, that Amy is one of these people that, you know, she sees them. It takes a lot to have her want to get out of a place. Now, of course, she comes out and I'm like, how you doing? She goes, okay, I'm doing okay. Good. Go back in. Well, you know, that's my job. Hey, okay, get back in there. No, but she did. And that was fantastic. And that was in the morgue, in the overflow morgue right behind you, Mike, which is really cool. So you got all these little inklings that something happened here. So before we delve into that just a little bit more, I got to ask you a question. Now, this is completely off subject. And and as I said, off the cuff just goes off the cuff.
I was told there'd be some curveballs, so I apologize for whatever happens next.
It's not a curveball. couldn't throw a curveball if my life depended on it.
No, it's more like a screwball.
That's me, Mike. That's me. No.
See, I totally
have to
flustered him. He
ask
doesn't know
you.
what to say now.
If I was looking at the right person, and I think I would, what was it about a culinary foodie?
Oh, yes, I took food tours.
You did. Now, where did you do food tours and what was involved in food tours?
No. So in a port town called Fremantle, it's absolutely beautiful if you ever get a chance to visit, west coast of Australia.
Okay.
I took dessert tours.
Dessert tours.
So it was 90 minutes where I would take people through all these different ice cream parlors, chocolatiers, dessert places, patisserie places. And my goal was in 90 minutes to give you a plate of chocolate and you go, I can't.
Wow.
That was my entire goal for the tour, is to get to a point where people were like, I can't eat another sweet. I succeeded. I was good at it.
Hey, for the rest of the group out there, you know who we're going to get to take us on a dessert tour one day. Now, have you done it here?
No, we probably need to do a dessert tour here.
Oh, dear.
Anyone got any links? Send through links.
You heard the guy.
You guys didn't, sorry to interrupt you. You didn't hear anything, but I just heard something behind me. So.
Oh, and you have heard of death by chocolate, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She says, oh, yeah.
Are you okay down there?
Yeah, no, you guys were talking and I heard something tap on the metal. So.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Understand that, you know, up here, at least we can see it coming out at you before you actually see it. So we'll try to warn you. Maybe.
I appreciate that. That's great. You know, I'm partially looking at you and I'm partially looking over my shoulder. So, you know.
Yeah, we just have death threats over ours. We're fine.
That's right.
Yeah,
maybe that's death threats. Maybe they're, you know, no. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I kind of laughed at that because I'm like, foodie, what kind? And then desserts. Oh, well, you know, honestly, being a diabetic, I can't do all those, but that's okay. I can still dream. I can always go. I'm like a wine connoisseur. I don't drink it. I sniff it.
We can do a cheese tour.
But there's stuff fun in cheese tours.
Where's not the fun in cheese tours?
All right, so guys, there you go. If you have anything for foodie tours, desserts, cheese tours, send them our way and we'll forward them off to Christy, or you can send them to the VPM and Kara Christy and she'll go from there. Kate said it's behind you. I'm looking at a laptop, guys, so I don't have to mess with my other one. So we're seeing all the questions and stuff. So if you have any questions, throw them our way. We'll answer them really quick. So you were here, you heard these little stories, and then somebody out of the blue decided to send you an email. Or did I call? Can't remember. I called you.
I don't know. There's been a lot that's gone on since then.
Yes. But we did make contact with you. And when you first talked to us, what ran through your head?
I have to be professional. I like my job. I have to be professional. I like my job. Well, you start working in a new place and you don't want to be the first thing that people get the idea of you is, you know, you were just here for the extracurricular activities. So you've got to play your cards carefully.
Yes.
I was the new
true.
kid on the block, so it was that thing of, yes, I'm interested, but reserved interest.
Now, did you happen to contact and talk to Roz or anybody else after we talked to you first?
No, because at that point in time, there were still the other staff members, and they
That's
were
true.
all saying how great you were and how much fun you were, and that, you know, just to be careful because that they're a little bit eccentric.
We are.
And of course, I'm like, oh, I've got no idea what that's like.
Remember, most of the guys on this right now are my members. Come on now. But so guys, you know, and anyway, and then we came in and we actually started talking to you guys, and we
Yes.
did some investigations for you and whatnot. Were you surprised at the findings?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Really?
Yes. I was surprised that there was so much and it was so, for lack of a better term, loud. It's not
Oh,
the kind.
you mean like audibly? You could.
Well, the findings aren't something that you can just be like, oh, yeah, nah. A lot of it's really compelling.
Oh, it's there.
Yes.
It's there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, we've had stuff, right, Mike, that you like literally we can't explain.
No.
We've had stuff that we've given to you and to people before you. That literally they sat back every time we played it and they just went, what?
The
I mean,
really cool thing about the museum though is that sometimes it's really quiet when we come. Like it's just like, you know, tonight it's actually pretty quiet. But other times when we come, there is so much activity here. We go home and we're like, it was Christmas. Like there was so much that happened. It's crazy. You just don't know what to expect here.
And honestly, I guess one of the reasons for that is how old it is.
Yes.
So, quick point from history. What can you tell us?
Built in 1932 as a city amulet laboratory, became the coroner's court, morgue, autopsy suite. Laboratory is currently downstairs. Upstairs is where the museum sits today, where the coroner's court, morgue, autopsy sits. We have the basement downstairs, which has the overspill morgue, which Mike is currently inhabiting. Is that we can? Nice. We've had 20,000 bodies come through this building. Some very notable individuals who I'm sure we'll touch on a wee bit later.
Well, yeah, we can touch on them a little bit.
Yeah. But an unspeakable amount of crimes have been solved because of the work done in this building, the work of the VPD, the men and women working tirelessly to keep our community safe. So it's a fantastic building to sit in because it does have the history and the collection of what we're presenting.
And collections. You have collections downstairs. If you were in a nutshell to say exactly how many articles you think are probably down there.
23,000?
23,000.
I'd say at a hazard a guess.
Now, are these, a lot of those, are they just donated or?
Yeah, so the VPD have had an unofficial collection since the 1920s.
Okay.
But the museum opened in 1986, and it's been a lot of donations from past members, from families of VPD officers who have gone, look, my father, my uncle, my aunt has passed away. I don't know what to do with these. Please, would you look after them?
Mm.
And also police officers being like, hey, you know, I've kept this. I can't give it back to the VPD. Would you look after it for me? And, you know, we're delighted to be able to do that.
That's very cool. Now, I know I'm going to leave this one for Mike when you actually move down to see him, which folks, yeah, she will be. Because there is one very tall box down there, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
You guys can talk about that when you get down there. And guys, I know that there's something here that's missing, and we would love to be able to show it at some point in time. But we're still looking for it, and you haven't been able to find it. And that's actually the not the hangman's, but the hood the hangman would have used on people
So
at Ocala.
we call it the death hood.
The death.
So at the moment, apologies, we don't have a curator at the museum, which is why it hasn't been brought out to be displayed. My sincere apologies. We are hiring if anyone knows one. But the death hood was used in multiple executions, which is wild. So my interest in history is justice, is kind of policing adjacent. So I've done a lot of studies into legal executions. I have never, ever come across an object like this where it's used in multiple executions. So hoods, nooses, noosai.
It's That's like the dream between moose and moose.
Oh, sorry, that was very disrespectful. But if they were to be used in execution, more often than not, the custom is to burn it, destroy it, or bury it with the body. That's across the Commonwealth countries. That's how it's done.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So the fact that this one is being used, we believe minimum 35 executions is intimidating.
Just a
Now, what's horrific and fascinating is in Canada, of course, main form of execution was called the long drop. So with it, it's meant to break the C2, C3 vertebrae. Death is instantaneous.
Yeah.
We used it here. But at Ocala, they had an incident in the 1920s where someone was executed and the noose itself was too long. So what happened was a decapitation.
Oh.
And that was in front of media personnel who were rightfully horrified. So ever since then, whilst Ocala did use the long drop, they made sure that that would not happen. The noose technically was too short. Her death was not instantaneous.
Oh, man.
So this hood has the extended dying breaths of over 35 male individuals, masked individuals, which is horrifying.
It absolutely is. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I have seen the hood once when Liz was here, and she actually pulled it out, and there was somebody with me. I can't remember who it was at the time. They took pictures of it. I never got the pictures. I wish I could have, because I would have given them to you.
I've
Never
got one. I can send it.
I never got the pictures of it, but she took probably 20 pictures of it, right? We couldn't touch it, but I can tell you the feeling of standing there looking at this hood and now knowing what you just said, it does it's twofold, really. Number one, it's kind of like, oh my Lord. And number two is like, okay, oh no, here's a question for you.
No.
Just to be off the cuff a little bit.
we don't do that.
No, not at all. Do you happen to know the list of those people?
I haven't found one that's been confirmed.
You haven't found one.
So I've got a list, but the source that it's come from, it's not substantiated. So I'm not putting a whole lot of weight in it, which is why we're saying minimum 35. That's what we believe, but that does need to be checked.
So you see, here's the thing. You got a list. You got the hood here. We're investigators.
Yes.
We've never approached the fact of putting that list forth out there when we're doing an investigation.
That's heavy.
Guys, we got a ways to go.
You think after 14 years, you got it all figured out. You've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, exactly. And we're taking her deeper and deeper with us.
Come down the rabbit hole, Christy. Come down the rabbit hole.
And Amy, yes, always need a tour assistant. Come play.
There you go. And Kay's like, me too. I'm in. Choose me.
Yeah.
Now, Amy, what do you mean the box right where we heard the disembodied?
Yes, Amy, yes, indeed.
There's a box, right?
So Amy
The box
came
you're
here.
talking about, Daryl, the big box.
Oh, that's the big one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we did a paranormal investigation with NPI very successfully. God, how many months ago was that now?
Oh,
Sorry, do you mind me taking over? That's a bit rude.
No, it's off the cuff. Go ahead. Actually, I can.
I think it was March, Daryl. I think it was March.
No, hang on.
It was early.
I can tell you when it was.
Was it before?
Just a minute. I can tell you.
If it's
when it
March,
was.
I'm going to laugh.
Hang on. No. It was March 16th. You are correct. March 16th.
Nice. Anyway, so March, MPI came through. I was tagging along, having a lovely time. We'd had an eventful night. I
Yes,
think we'll
we did.
get to that bit when I'm with you, Mike. No.
No, we're going to touch a little bit on it now and a little bit on it later.
But that happened. We'll get to it. Amy and I, some gear was left downstairs, and I was like, I'm not going by myself. I need someone to hold my hand. And Amy was beautiful and was like, yes, me. And I'm like, thank you. So we go downstairs. And was it on the way in or the way out? It was the way in.
No, it was.
The way
When you
I
guys
think
were
it was
going
the
in.
way out. Amy would confirm that, but
on the way in, Amy saw something on the plastic, and I was oblivious. I was just trying to get in and out as quick as possible. We got the gear, turned around, came out, walked past the box, and we heard Daryl's voice
Amy said on the way in.
on the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear Daryl's voice, and it's like, it's not possible.
It wasn't me. I was upstairs, folks.
3 floors. He was up the top. We were in the basement. It's not possible.
Basically, I
So
was where I am,
basically-
almost where I am now, where Mike is. Yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say, if I hear Daryl's voice while I'm down here and I'm looking right at you,
I will cry.
Please, please, please. We want to see Mike running.
So Amy,
how fast do you think I can get up there? If it's 3 floors,
20
I gotta
seconds.
go up?
20, no, 15.
I'll give you 19. I'll give you 19. Actually, Karen had a question really quick, and it's kind of going back to the decapitation. With
Yes.
the decapitation, did the head actually come off the body or stay intact?
No, it was removed completely.
Oh, there you go, Karen. That's pretty
We
nasty.
know that because media reports came outside of that room. So
Wow. So yeah, so you guys have heard that. Now, I'm going to go off comments here for a minute. Now,
oh, no.
no, so I want to go through a couple things, and then the rest of it I'll let you guys touch on when you go downstairs. You guys have a horse here,
I love Charlie.
That's right.
Yeah.
and you know that the horse's name is Charlie. And a long time
Yes.
ago, during some of our mid-time investigations, we had actually gotten the name Charlie multiple times when it was up here. The horse actually was up here. We were in coroner's court, by the way. Just to give you an example, and then we'll tell you what Charlie actually is. So. One more time.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Charlie, which was really kind of neat. And then later on, we found out that Charlie wasn't so much, it was what you guys affectionately, or even before your time, affectionately called the horse.
Mhm.
But Charlie actually wasn't the horse. Charlie was actually a mounted officer.
Ah,
right?
okay.
I
Yes.
do believe it was, Mike, do you remember it was Charlie?
No, I don't remember the name. Besides Charlie.
Somebody else will remember the name. There was a constable or an officer that was a mounted officer. He did pass away, and his name was actually Charlie. And I do believe he's on the ball like that.
Oh,
I'll have to look it up.
well,
But that's what we
Charlie.
feel was answering that question, not necessarily the horse.
now what's interesting, Mike, is where you're currently sitting is where we keep the uniforms. So
Yeah.
the rider that was dressed on top of Charlie, the horse, his gear is down with you now. So if
Somewhere here. I'm not going to turn the camera around, obviously, but there's like, I don't know how many uniforms would you say are down here? Like
lot,
hundreds.
yes.
And just remember, Mike, it was the last time we were here that we turned and saw the shadow move between the uniforms and the overflow morgue.
Yeah. This room, because I'm between the overflow and the blood drying room, and there were some really interesting things that happened right where I'm sitting right now.
Sorry.
I know, right? It's like, and you guys are 3 floors up. What am I going to do?
Scream?
I don't
We
think you're
can
going to
run
hear me
down to
except for
run
through
out.
this.
So I'm going to step back again. The coroner's court.
Yes.
Now, the whole concept of the museum and everything like that, the coroner, the autopsy, all that kind of stuff, was in the main lab was really started and run and created by John Vance, was it not?
Absolutely.
He set, from what I remember, he set the standards for investigating all the different things that happened. Now, you know, how long did he actually run the place for?
John Vance. See, this is why you're supposed to give me notes as to what you're going to ask me so I can give you exact details.
But then it's not off the cuff.
I was just going to say that it's not off the cuff, because half the time we're sitting there going, oh, okay, what did we forget?
But no, so this was built to his specifications because he'd been in 2 laboratories before this, including upstairs at City Hall, I believe. But he was here from 1932, from the building's conception till I believe the 1950s offhand. Honestly, I just need to read a sign just there. And I can pick it out.
Oh, wait a minute.
But the amount of the workload that he did when he left, they had to hire 2 people to look after his portfolio. It was just incredible.
Now, was he still running this place? I don't think he was still running this place when the people from the various aircraft accidents actually came in. Did he? Because I know that, folks, just to let you know that, now I can't remember which airplane accident was, but there was a couple of them where a lot of people died, and they actually were sorting through the parts. They had so many body parts here, they actually had them laid out on the lab floor and the downstairs floor.
Yes.
All over the place. Like, guys, if you've been here and you've been down the lab, you've been here during one of our events on Halloween, you'll know that everywhere you stepped, there was a part. You know, it boggles the mind. It just boggles the mind. Was he actually running at that time or no?
I'd need to check to give you
I'm
a
just
definitive
kidding.
answer.
And
Sorry.
honestly, truly, the questions are as much off the cuff right now as, you know, so I couldn't even preempt you on that one. So, you know,
I don't know. I'm going to be like, we're going to be like, so what do you want to talk about?
Oh, no. I'm leaving some things for you, Mike. Trust me, I'm leaving something for you. Sorry, Mike. Don't mean to take all your stuff from you. I just like
I got like 2 left, I think now.
We'll just sit quietly and enjoy the ambience. It'll be lovely.
Oh, well, there you go.
Really?
There you go.
It's beautiful down here this time of year.
So, I mean, you've had people working downstairs and working all through the place. Has there anybody ever come to you and said, I just can't go there?
Oh, God, yeah. So the staff members who currently work here, and ones who've recently left, there are days where you walk into certain areas and you go, I'm not working on that today. Like, just the energy or the feeling within certain rooms, you go, nah, I'm going to go do something else. So I get that often. If I have to go downstairs and look after something, I'll just be like, today I don't need to do this.
Well,
I have that feeling right now.
So
I don't need to be doing this.
The overflow morgue was only used a couple times. Now, I'm not going to get into who was there because I'm going to leave that up to Mike. He knows who was there, and he also knows that there was something called, which I didn't keep the EVP for, but Amy can tell us about that at that time if she's willing to discuss it a little bit more, but it was a very particular name. Now, there is something that I caught one time up here a long time ago. Now, this was partially a ghost box session. Now, guys, everybody that's out there part of the paranormal community, they know ghost box, spirit box, just basically scans radio frequency, scans them in reverse, certain number of seconds. You're not supposed to get a full word out of it. No. We're running these in the morgue upstairs here, the main morgue. And this was a long time ago. We had in the morgue, and for everybody that's seen the morgue, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 sets of doors or 5?
More.
5?
And there's 1 set that we
Five.
have covered.
5 rows or something like that.
5 rows now, but 6 rows originally.
There's 6 rows originally?
Yeah, so there's actually a panel over 1 set.
In the corner.
Yes.
Ah, okay, I didn't know that. So we have the 6 sets of doors, but on the far, if you're looking at the morgue on the far right,
Yes.
they're the freezer ones compared to the rest of the unit because they're closed in. And we had somebody in there one day, and guys, we were back doing an investigation. I was asking a question, and the guy was no longer in that. And I said to whoever was there, I said, was he in this one or was he in? And I'm not playing the whole part, but part of it says behind you, which would have been correct because I was behind me at the time. And then the other part said exactly where he was. And have a listen to this.
Was it the fridge? Did he say the fridge? Was it the fridge? Did he say the fridge?
He said, did he say the fridge? The first time that said the fridge, that was somebody else.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
And when you hear the longer clip, it actually does say behind you. And then it says the fridge, which we thought was, I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard that one.
No, I've not heard that one.
Really?
I know. I need to go.
I've never played that one.
I don't think so. I need to go digging deeper on your website. That's naughty.
Well, actually, you probably
Or I
won't,
blocked
you
it out
probably
because-
won't find a lot of these on. Now, mind you, just for everybody's knowledge, we are building a whole new website eventually. But I got a current one I'm still working with because it's good for another year. But we're looking at a new website. We're looking at a brand new blog, and I can tell you guys that the VPM is going to be highlighted in that blog with a great many things. So we are going to be working, let's just say there's a lot of stuff to come. That's all I'll tell you. Hell, even some of my team didn't know that, so surprise.
I didn't know that. Sounds good to me.
There's stuff to come anyway. And another thing that we are trying to do too, and you might be surprised in this, you might not be. You know, Kay is you've met Kay, and she is a guru when it comes to research.
Oh yeah. Thank you for the list, by the way.
Yeah, and she continues to find connections. And Mike, you can attest for this. We've
Oh
done
my gosh.
investigations all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're all interconnected, and everything, almost
Crazy.
every single one of them, either rifles through this place in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And something else. And it goes from here all the way, even as far as Sandon, BC. We found stuff that went, are you kidding me? And you just look at the people and it just keeps connecting back and back and back. And we're like, oh, there's a VPM again. I mean, it's incredible how it just keeps connecting. And,
It's
you know,
unbelievable how so many places we investigated where you never imagine there's a connection, but I almost like picture, like, you know, one of those like conspiracy theory boards where like there's a string going here, string going there. Everything seems to go together, right? Even the VPN, it's all connected. It's just amazing how it all has tied together. And I every time I'm blown away, and I don't know why I am. At this point, I don't know why I am, but I still am.
And Kay just wrote two things. Number one was Glenn McDonald for Flight 21 and TCA flight.
I need to check the dates for that, Kay. I can find that out for you. So Glenn McDonald was one of the gentlemen who worked here. He was brilliant, and he's connected with a lot of things. So I can absolutely find that out for you, Kay.
And she also said, sorry, she goes, weirdo, you're welcome. Now there was a gentleman, now Kay sent it to me, and Kay, you're gonna have to remind me of his name. Now you might know it off by heart. I had a thing, but it's actually buried in my system somewhere. She asked, there was a gentleman here that was apparently very much a prankster. Quickly.
John Quigley.
Yeah. And Kay asked about him.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, I know. And we sometimes wonder, with what we've been doing down there and everywhere else, whether he's here and doing some of the stuff. Because, you know, we get some really weird stuff like the fridge, but we had two more that I wanted to play, and it's the same thing, different locations, and we really do have to wonder whether he would pull this kind of thing off. And these are both EVP. Guys, have a listen for the word, and you tell us, do you think he was doing this? Or, and I'm just going to leave it at or.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you say the name of anybody who works here?
Ah, no. I've heard about this, but I haven't heard it.
I'll play.
Did you say the name of anybody who works here?
So, now mind you,
that.
that was the second one we caught,
I hate
not the first one. That was up on the lab. The first one was caught somewhere right behind you, Mike.
Just a moment. Just heard a
No.
thump come through the floor above me.
Not interested.
Not us. I can
know.
hammer if you want.
And because I know where what you were just playing was from right above me, and all of a sudden I just heard a thump on the floor.
Well, then you're going to love this one because this one was right behind you.
No.
I know.
Have a listen.
I'm looking so forward to it.
Right?
Can you tell us your name, please?
I'll play it one more time.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Thanks, I hate it.
You going to go back down there and look down there, yeah?
No. Down here, it's safe.
So we honestly had to wonder. So I had to see what the comments of. Yeah, David John Quigley, Kay's laughing, Amy's laughing. We caught that 2 different investigations, 2 different places, and it's not the only 2 times we've caught it. We just haven't kept
No.
the rest of them to play for you because they weren't as loud.
Thanks.
Do you think it was him? Do you think he'd pull that kind of stuff? I mean, after all, he left severed fingers in people's.
Look, he was a very fun soul, but anyone working in the death industry, you have a dark sense of humor. If you're dealing with the worst of the worst day in, day out, and seeing what people can do to each other. And then honestly dealing with bodies all the time. I mean, you could say that's Luciferian, perhaps. I'm going to go with yes, because I don't like the alternative.
Well, okay, so folks, we played this when we've done our tours here.
Yeah.
And I like to tell everybody, and this is just something to consider, that years ago when the TV show Lucifer was on,
Yeah.
it was filmed here in BC. It was filmed many times in here. So, Mike, I think you'd agree. We'd rather say that somebody liked the show Lucifer.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better way to look at it. The more comforting way to look at it.
That's right. So if we see any flaming stuff coming behind you, we'll let you know. Okay.
Being here overnight, not the entire night, because hell no, by myself, quite a lot. I like working late. I'm not an early riser. Look, things happen here, sounds happen, but there's never been anything I would say demonic. I've never experienced, and now that I've said it, touch.
Knock on wood, knock on wood. One of the great things is that, and I actually, Kay said one of our investigators got called a naughty name. Do we remember who that was? Right?
What was the naughty name?
I don't know.
Would that have been Alicia?
Would that have been who?
Alicia? Was Alicia called a naughty name?
I don't know. I don't remember what she was called. I mean, there's a lot of things she could have been called.
Because I know she had a really bizarre experience that.
Well,
Kay
I don't
was
mean that. That went out the wrong way, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, there's a lot of things that anybody could have been called here. Come on.
No, Alicia did
Sorry,
have an
Alicia, I
experience
didn't
here.
mean that. Not like that.
Alicia had an experience here, but Kay would have to comment on that because I wasn't here that night.
Hi, Holly. Yeah, I do remember somebody being called a naughty name. I actually don't remember what it was. I maybe Kay might put the first letter of it, and then we can kind of get the idea of it.
Guess without guessing.
Yeah, we're guessing. But folks, listen. I've had a great time sitting up here talking to. Oh, it was very naughty. No, it was Jade, I believe. Alicia got her hair cut. Oh yeah, Alicia got her hair.
Oh, at least
I
you got a
don't know.
haircut.
Then what was Jade called?
I don't remember this.
I don't remember that either.
No.
It wasn't like the
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
all
yeah,
I'm
the
saying.
blah, 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 honestly.
Okay.
But folks, listen.
Okay. It's the C one.
Oh,
So that's a word that's very strong in my culture. And we love that word. And that can be said very positive. It can be said very negative. I'm not saying it.
no, we
Are
won't say
are you trying to say the see you next Tuesday?
Yes.
it.
Yes. See you in the NT. But no, so we had an Australian here.
Yes.
Just a hypothesis.
Oh yeah, but
I don't think the word
okay,
was quite
so
so
no,
prominent at that time.
you weren't here when that happened.
No, I wasn't. But I'm not saying me, the Australian. I'm saying a past Australian who was on the autopsy table.
Oh,
That was fun. Just watching that unravel was so fun.
that would be the very popular Australian.
Yes.
Which Michael bring up. So folks,
I will.
listen.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Time is
no
going very
idea.
fast, and we did say that time is really important on this one. And I've had my fair share with Christy up here, and it's been a blast. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a really quick break, and she's going to boogie your little feet all the way down to the basement to join
I'll take
Mr.
them.
Mike. So, guys, well, Christy heads out that way. We'll catch you guys back in just a few minutes. All right. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. All right. Christy,
Thank you very much.
off you go. Mike, she's on her way. Guys, so we got a little something for you. Let's just see if I can find this here. Oh, there it is, way down here. Have a quick break.
Good evening, my name is Christy. I'm the Director of the Vancouver Police Museum and Archives, and welcome.
It's going to be one of those nights. Welcome to the VPM. Unsolved murders? You might find out.
$20,000 people cut open.
Opened in 1932, operational till 1996. How many crimes are solved down in this laboratory?
The blood room. What do you think? Creepy? Creepy. But you know what's even creepier? Follow me for a friend. Check this out. The overflow morgue. You never know what's going to happen in here, and it can happen instantly.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well.
I'm not alone.
You're not alone anymore. Now I am. So if you guys see any shadows behind me,
Oh, yeah.
like they'll
By the
reach
way,
you for me.
I could see a shadow behind you earlier. I just didn't want to say it.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciated, Mike. Okay, well, I'm just going to turn this out. Now I'm the center of attention here.
So I was just complaining to Mike at how much I hate having my back to this. This is so uncomfortable.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, Amy, you guys are such hams.
Nice guy.
All right,
Are
so
you referring
Mike,
to the video, Amy? Is she referring to the video we made?
I think she's referring to everything.
Oh, true.
That's fair.
Um, we brought up something that was big, tall, and in a box.
You did, yeah.
Yes. Yes, you did, indeed.
So tell us about it. What is it?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the
What's
box?
in the box?
What's in the Cracker Jack box? Is it Jack in the box?
Clearly, we've
No,
all seen that movie.
Absolutely. No, so coming from the time when this was a working, well, medical facility, morgue, autopsy, we have a real skeleton in the box.
a real.
That was where you caught the disembodied voice.
Yes. Yes, it
That
was.
sounded like Daryl.
That sounded like Daryl.
Daryl, do you have a sibling?
He's definitely not that thin. No, I do not have a sibling, and if I did, no, I don't have a sibling.
So is there reports of like that would be classified as a doppelganger? Has there been any reports of that kind of activity around here?
Previous to me, no.
Okay.
But I've had 3 encounters now with what I call my mimic.
Interesting.
So I've had the Daryl encounter. I've had the most recent. Sorry, yes, Daryl.
The Daryl encounter.
It does sound ominous.
I
I've
have
had
an
the
encounter.
Lindsay encounter. So that's my education programs manager, who I absolutely adore. That's a creepy sound.
I didn't jump. I didn't move.
I think it's a truck.
Okay, let's go with.
Oh, I hear the truck. There's a truck outside.
Oh, cool. It's just echoing horribly down here.
Oh, no, there's definitely a truck that went by.
Love that. No, so it's the same thing as what happened last time. I was down here and I could hear, it was honestly Lindsay like whimsically murmuring to herself. And look, that sounds strange, but she does this. Like she'll be going through what she needs to do in the day and just murmuring it. And it's this beautiful lilt of a murmur. And I heard it down here and it's like, So I went straight upstairs as fast as I could. And I'm like, will you just, and she's like, no. And it's like, okay, it's my mimic again. That's fine.
I have never experienced that ever. Here.
I hate it.
No.
I don't think it's malicious, but it makes me cry every time. Amy has seen this. She saw it happen. I cried.
I can't say I haven't had things mimic me. I have, but I don't think I've never known, like, this is the first time I've ever heard anybody ever say that they heard my voice when I was upstairs somewhere else. I mean, I do have a rather distinctive voice, so I mean, like, it sounded just like me.
Yes. Amy, help me out here.
Amy said you've heard a mic, you've heard a mimic mic, my voice saying your name, but not at the VPM.
Yeah, okay, so it was somewhere else, but yes, my name was said in Amy's voice on a voice recorder. And you could clearly hear Amy about 10, 15 feet away talking to me. So yes.
No.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But we didn't hear it at the time. Like I've never heard it like at live like you did. That's cool. I know you don't think it's cool.
No. The first time I cried, the second time I cried, the third time I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm getting better at it.
It'll be okay. Promise.
So the one time I think we were talking about Amy's thing, right?
Yeah.
Event. Now, maybe you can clarify a little more of that before I play that video, Mike.
So we were doing an EVP session in the overflow behind us. Amy was, I think she was sitting, might have been standing, I can't quite remember, but she was standing on the wall. Yeah. And she had a flashlight in her hand, just one of those little flashlights. And it was kind of just, hanging a little bit from her hand. And next thing you know, she went, whoa, and we caught it on camera, and you could actually see it kind of tug down from her hand. Amy doesn't run out of any EVP sessions. I wouldn't say she ran, but she didn't really be in there for very much longer. She had to, gather herself out here, which isn't much better. But but she did go back in, which is good, right? But
Queen.
yeah, and like Daryl tried to brighten up the video. Do you have the video of that?
I do have the video of that, but Christy, you look like you were going to say something when Mike was in the middle of that.
Were you there?
No,
No.
have I heard this or
I don't know.
I know I've definitely heard this story. I don't think I was there for this one.
Okay.
Because I think we tried to reintroduce whoever it was that did that and asked them to do it again. Wasn't that when there was the hair tug?
Well, we have had the hair tug, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the hair tug? Okay, so let me play this. Now I'm going to play this about 3 times because you guys got to really watch the flashlight here, okay? All right.
I don't know. But, whoa! Did you see something again?
I'll play it again.
We'll play with
I don't know. But, whoa! Did you see something again?
One more time.
I don't know. But, whoa! Did you see something again?
Yeah. Ugh.
Now, I'm going to go back to comments for a minute. So yeah, when Christy and I walked into the artifact room, we were walking past the giant box and we heard Daryl behind us. We stopped and turned around saying, "What's that, Daryl?" But he was not there. That was from Amy. Kay goes, "Yes, I think I caught that on review, Christy." Oh, that was the, okay. So that particular video. Now, Mike, what did Amy do after that?
Well, like I say, she went out here where I am. Like she had to kind of, I don't know, reset. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Kind of had to reset, and she did go back in, which we should do because that's what we're here for.
Oh yeah, I did ask her to go back in. So I mean, next time we come back, maybe we'll have another lady hold a flashlight in there.
Okay, so this is funny. We talked about the decommissioned prison I worked at. My very first week that I got the job as the director, I was going through all the drawers and just getting myself comfortable, rearranging things. And I found this tiny flashlight from Fremantle Prison, which is the place I worked at in Australia. There is no provenance. There is no story as to why the hell this flashlight's in the director's office. And it's just like, why is this connecting me to the VPMA? It's wild. So I'll bring that out.
Just a minute, I got to talk to my friend. You think it's relevant? Might be relevant.
You got to give him a name. Come on now. What's his name?
It's gotta be Yorick.
Flash.
Oh.
You don't want to call him Lucifer?
Okay, he's a flashing Lucifer.
That's inappropriate. Sorry, Australian. Can't help it.
Oh my Lord.
This is why we call it off the cuff.
Okay. Professional.
Yeah,
So
doesn't apply.
the last time we were here, Mike, there was some events that took place in the overflow morgue. Do you remember all those?
Which
This
ones
has
are you
something-
talking about? Because everything happens down here.
Well, okay, without getting into who they were, but there was a very definite connection between multiple people.
Oh, right.
And I have a clip of somebody sitting in the overflow morgue when something happened. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay, well, how about I play the clip? And then
I wanna
I
see
would
this, but no.
really love to know what somebody's thoughts are on this.
Mm-mm.
Have a listen, guys.
Sounds right. One more time. I'm just going to see if there's anybody here.
Okay.
Can you do that again?
Well,
I remember that one.
no, I don't know if you were there, Mike, but
No.
Christy, what went through your head?
Was I in that
Yeah, that was you sitting on the floor.
one?
There, have a
I
look.
do remember.
Sounds right. One more time. I'm just going to see if there's anybody here.
Okay.
Can you do that again?
That was you.
Okay. Yes, I wear black, so the fact that I look like I'm wearing light colors is just jarring. It was that thing of just, it wasn't as strange as it sounds, unexpected.
Well, because I was amazed myself, because I sat back and anybody we've done investigations for, something like that happens and they're like, and like, you're like,
You just took it in stride. A lot of us were like, okay, what was that? You know, you just kind of like,
That's just it. There are certain things that will get me really anxious and nervous, but bangs or that exchange of energy, that's fabulous. Like that's communication. That's brilliant. But yeah, when it starts to become like touching or mimicking of voices, that's when I react. That's when I cry.
I can understand that. I mean, I still, when there's a bang, I still jump. It doesn't matter how long I've been doing this. I still jump.
Got a couple of EVP for you. So I'm going to play this one. You tell me what you think you hear.
Uh-oh.
And then I'll get, oh, hang on a second. I got to check the comment out.
Oh, okay.
Didn't do it.
Nope, it was just Holly saying wow. All right, so this, well, have a listen to it. Tell me what you think you hear.
You know what? I gotta say thank you. Will you say you're wrong?
Waiting.
What'd you hear?
Nothing.
You didn't play it.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No.
Hang on.
You know what? I gotta say thank you. Will you say you're wrong?
Getting nasty.
You can't hear that, Mike?
No. I hear the fridge.
What the heck? Hang on a second. Okay, question to end, because I hear it as clear as day up here on my phone. I hear it as clear as day. Hang on, guys. I'm going to try this another way.
Good luck.
Give me a second.
May the force be with you.
No, because it should have played.
Nanu.
Hang on. Let's try this again. Hang on. Tell me if you can hear this.
You know what? I gotta say thank you. Will you say you're wrong?
Pretty much.
You can't hear that.
No.
Kay says she hears it. Everybody else hears it. Why the heck can't you hear it?
That's weird.
I don't know, but we don't hear it.
Could you tell us what we're hearing?
What are we supposed to be hearing exactly?
Well, you're supposed to be hearing, that's weird. Everybody else hears it. You're supposed to be hearing a ghost box session in the autopsy room that has somebody saying, welcome.
No, we're not hearing it down
Definitely not.
Okay, so let me try one more. If you can't hear this, then there's something radically wrong because, okay, so hold on. Can you hear this?
9, 8.
Can you hear that?
Nothing.
No.
What?
Crisp silence. Crisp.
Mike, there's something wrong with your phone, man, because I don't know. You should be hearing this at 100%. Hang on. I muted you for a second. Okay, I put you back on.
Oh.
Okay, so hang on. Let me try one more. Okay, I'm going to play another one here. Let's see if you tell me if you can hear this.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
They want our tarot cards brought down and do the third witch.
Okay, hang on, guys. I think I know what the problem might be. Hang tight.
So what goes on?
Well, you know, it was a dark.
They said, Holly says, yeah, they're just messing with you.
No, for cereal.
Cereal.
For cereal.
Cereal. Hungry, are you?
Oh, wow.
Lucky Charms.
Hang on, I'm gonna get out of it on the Mike. I'm gonna get out of it on my laptop and see if it makes a difference. Okay, hang tight.
Okay. So dark and stormy night.
Yeah. No. You know.
Okay, now I'm gonna try again.
There's a reason that we are all doing really well together at this museum at the moment.
No.
You can't hear that.
No.
Wow, I have no idea what's going on. I can remove you from the feed and add you back in.
It's just weird because we can hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
But if you're playing something in the same channel, like that doesn't. Okay.
I have no idea why you guys can't hear it.
No, nothing. Yeah, I was able to hear everything else you've played up until like 5 minutes ago.
So you can't hear this.
Should I ask one more?
Can't hear that?
No.
Well, dang. All right. Well, we'll have to come back up here and play them and do it afterward. But I mean, yeah, I that's weird. Anyway, we'll get back to those. Sorry, guys. Something happened and we don't know what it is. Or somebody happened.
Quickly.
Quigley!
Are you in there, Quigley? Hello.
Oh, he's down under.
Excuse me.
Had to. I know it's terrible. What can I tell you? God. Well, folks, I'm sorry, but I have no idea why it's not playing, but I will play it for you a little bit later on. We'll bring her back upstairs just before we get any further on that. Well, I have no idea why. I just logged out. I'll try it one more time, Mike, but if you don't hear it, yeah, give me a second here, okay? Hang on.
Hanging on. Oh.
No, I put you back.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I removed you temporarily. And oh, why am I on there twice?
You're not. There's
Well,
one of you and two of us. I mean,
well, yeah. Apparently, there's more of me than I know. Kay goes, oh, you've done it now. Quickly. On. Okay, one more.
Oh God.
One more time, guys.
Okay.
Let's just see if you can hear this now.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
They want our tarot cards brought down and do the third.
Okay, well, anyway, guys, okay, we'll come back. Okay, so Mike, there was a whole lot of events that happened the last time we were here, including, let's just say including employees. We won't get past that. We won't mention anything else about that. Otherwise, there was a connection that we could not figure. We were surprised about. But we had a lot of things happen that night. You want to run through it?
do I'm totally like clueless of what you're talking about, honestly.
Oh, come on, Mike, you were there. What did we have? What did we have happen upstairs with the doll?
Oh, that was fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was fun.
See, I need little snippets of clues.
Well, I tried to give you a clue.
I was gonna bring her, and I did forget.
No.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I did. Anyways, I have a Raggedy Ann doll named Annabelle, and apparently she likes the VPM, and so does someone that's here.
Yeah.
And we had her sitting. What is that room called?
It's called the viewing room.
The viewing room. Fittingly.
No, so the viewing room, if family members were going to identify the deceased, the body, It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry, just
you didn't know that, Mike?
No, there was a noise.
There was just a noise over here.
Oh.
Someone's corroborating what I'm saying. Family members would come and view the deceased to identify them. So that's the viewing room.
Okay. So there's also a security camera in that room. And Christy just happened to be watching and seeing Annabelle she wasn't moving, she wasn't being interacted with, even though we really wanted that. But the security cameras got affected. And you like to record it, which was awesome.
That was fun.
So we have that.
Now, before we show you this, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear this, because if it doesn't, I'm blaming quickly. You gotta update us on that whole security system, because it didn't make sense, and you gotta know.
Security system. It works great, except when you guys bring dolls.
I should have brought her again.
Yeah, but Christy, honestly, you even said to me, you had that security system had been totally checked.
Yes. Yes.
And that was a matter of how many days previous?
Oh, it wasn't.
Wasn't it like the day before?
It
or
wasn't a
something?
week. It was less than a
Right.
week. So probably the day before, because we had our systems changed over. So the security systems, they show you when there's movement and they show you when there's sound. And this thing was going bananas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to play you what happened. Now, keep in mind, we are all, a lot of us, some of us are somewhere else, but a lot of us are actually in the autopsy room, which is literally a whole room away from where this took place.
Yeah.
Now, there is a little circle that appears. I know everybody hates me putting circles on videos, but I did it because there's multiple screens on this and they're small.
You have to know
okay?
where to look. Yeah.
So,
And sorry, I talked to the camera. I'm so sorry.
how
It was
about,
great having
nope.
your commentary. It was
Have
like
a
watching
look.
like a play-by-play of a sporting event. It's like, come on, do it again, do it
Hey, listen.
again. And here we see the doll. She's in this position all of a sudden.
Sorry, roll the tape.
Yeah, go.
all right, here goes.
There's no movement in there. Time is 8:13. Come on. Push the doll. Make the raggedy hand move, please. Still recording movement in that room. It's gone. Huh? Nothing going on. Quiet again. Come on. Go play with the raggedy hand. What are you focusing on, camera? You're having a real moment with that, aren't you? Please push the doll. Make it move. Right.
Wrong with that.
So, my circle got really big. I don't know what happened with that one. I'm like, holy geez.
It's here somewhere.
The fun thing with that is you can see the little yellow and red markers. So yellow indicates, I believe, sound, and red indicates movement, and it keeps flickering, and there's nothing there.
Now, I just noticed something with that video for the very first time.
No. I don't want it.
Right away,
Okay.
No.
No, but I want to play it and I want to see if it happens again. So guys, just stick with me here because there's something I want to check out. And if it happens, it only happens once.
No.
Okay. So here, just watch for a second.
Where are we
Hang on.
looking?
Words I'm talking about?
Huh?
Huh? We
Did you
can't
see
hear
the
when
word?
The video is playing, you know.
No, but I was showing with the mouse. Did you see where my mouse was pointing?
No.
Can you see my mouse?
No.
Oh, crap. Okay. Anyway, at the very top of the video,
No.
at the top of each video screen,
Yeah.
okay?
God.
There's a little set of lettering that tells you what the camera is or where it is or whatever, okay?
Mhm.
Watch that on that particular video and watch it.
Wrong video.
There's no movement in there. Time is 8:13. Come on, push the dial. Make the raggedy hand move, please. Still recording movement in that room. It's gone. Huh?
Okay.
Did you see
Okay,
it?
it's
Did
way
you
too
see
small.
it?
We can't see it.
You can't see it.
No,
Okay.
it's tiny. Like we need like a magnifying lens.
No, I know that, but what I saw, and I'm just gonna go back to comments. Hang on a second, and the camera worked fine as soon as, hang on, as soon as the doll,
You're
as soon
killing
as
her
the
here.
doll was moved from the space, correct? Oh, yeah.
It's on the right
Okay,
one.
so in the very top left of the corner, there's like a little writing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Every other camera, and even when that camera was flickering on and off, that writing was always there, except for one instant, the writing disappears where every other camera still has it. And I don't know why. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you after the show and you'll have a look at it, but you'll actually see that it's the only time through the whole thing. Even when it goes black, the writing's still there, except for one time the writing goes doop, doop, gone and comes back.
Interesting.
And I don't know why. So I don't know what that's the first time I ever noticed it. I went, oh, hey, that shouldn't have happened. Anyway, all right. So Mike, what do you got? You had some questions, I think, or have we run them all?
Well, let's see. We got Annabelle. We got the box. What else did we have?
I'm still, yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, you. You
No,
were
no,
saying.
no. Go ahead.
I'm just sitting here.
I mean, okay, what was this room behind us really primarily used for besides, obviously, big catastrophic events?
That was it.
That was
so
it,
there were
right?
3 catastrophic events. We
Yeah.
had the Ironworkers Bridge collapse, so
Yeah.
19 souls were brought in here, and the 2 commercial airline crashes.
And that's it. So why is it so spooky?
Because it's spooky.
I mean, we've had experiences of people obviously getting their hair tugged, flashlights tugged. We had some. Basically, it's mostly women in here that get affected.
Yeah.
Feeling of can't breathe. Why is that? Maybe it has something to do with what happened at the Ironworkers Bridge. We also captured. Daryl, do you have the video of when we had a tripod set up in there and a trail cam?
I do have the video, but it's not uploaded here.
Okay. So we did capture that too when we were doing a EVP session. We kind of took a break. Everybody's out in here. Had a trail cam set up on one of the trays, and it captured the tripod that the camera was on moving, and then my trail camera malfunctioned.
I hate that. Cool. Yeah.
So, and you
Fabulous.
could clearly hear us outside in the room, but it only recorded, I think, 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds.
5 seconds, I think.
5 seconds, and then it malfunctioned. It's never done it ever before, never since.
Wild.
Yeah. So I don't know what the hell happened with that, and it did definitely move. You can see it moving.
And then the last time we came, which was in March, something with this light in this room that we're in right now, the blood drying room, there was a weird fluctuation with the light. And then I took pictures because I was in here alone again. Everybody else was in the overflow, and I took pictures with my phone, and I, a series of photos, and there was like a blob that got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I can't explain it. Even as a photographer, I can't explain it.
And you tried to debunk it. Like you came back here and tried to photograph it in every angle, and there was nothing.
Nothing.
We did, and I mean, I had that, and I was debating as to whether I was going to put it up or not. I mean, I can try to see if I can get it. I'm not sure if I can or not. Let's just see if I can actually get that one. Hang on a second.
Otherwise, while you're searching, like I've experienced shortness of breath, and like I think I had a partial panic attack in here, and it was with you guys.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. Like I knew I was breathing. I could feel myself breathing, but the oxygen wasn't doing the thing. It was horrid.
I've never experienced that. Like I've even done like we've done Estes method in here. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
So for those that don't know, it's being blindfolded with basically listening to a spirit box, and we had like a baby monitor. That was me knocking this.
Oh, thank God.
And we had a baby monitor set up over here so we could watch the people, each of us in the room. I even did that in there alone, and nothing. I felt fine. So I've never really had too much. You kind of get a feeling like you're not alone, but nothing like you've experienced or others have experienced. So.
I'm leaning forward, like I'm actively.
I know
leaning
you
away
are.
from this room.
I know you are. I don't feel like nervous about it. I feel more nervous about this room than I do that room.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you stay in there. I stay in here. It'll be right. It'll be great.
It's fine. It's fine.
So let me ask you, Christy, though. I mean, since you have learned about the history of what we've done here, has that changed how you've approached when you come in and leave this place at night?
I've definitely changed some habits. So I'm sure you've all noticed from MPI when you come here, in this area before I enter and leave a room, I knock.
Okay.
That was a loud one.
There was a knock as I said that. That's great. Thank you guys. Glad you acknowledge that.
Did you hear that, Daryl? No?
I thought I heard something, but I'm going to have to listen back to that now.
That was pretty loud.
That was timing. And I say goodnight every night. So there's stories that have been passed down through the staff members that a board member or a board group were having a late night meeting, forgot to say goodnight to the building, to the ghosts, and were unable to leave until they rectified that, and then they could pass. So that was passed down to me very early on.
Excellent.
And I actually have a song that I sing in some areas of the building when I'm leaving, just to let a certain energy know that I'm leaving. I don't know if it does anything, but it makes me feel better. So
we've had instances where actually right in this very room where we played what was it, Al Jolson?
That had a reaction to it, yes.
Yeah.
What's an Al Jolson?
He's a singer.
Al Jolson.
Okay.
Was played here on someone's phone or device, whatever. And then there was activity, was there not? There was what happened when you did that?
I don't remember. Oh, there was Holly had a device on the floor. Holly had it.
She's gonna look up some Al Jolson.
I don't know what this is. I need to be educated. Is it
He's
Canadian?
he's an old singer. Holly had one of her devices on the floor and it lit up.
My heart is an open book.
Huh?
I'm back for more.
What's the name of the song? Do you know?
Mammy?
Oh God, it was one of his old ones. I don't know what the name of the song was.
That's why I'm back for more. I feel like that's.
She's gonna play a clip here.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I do. We gotta listen for an ad first. For the record, for everybody watching, I do actually have a voice recorder running behind me on one of the trays. I've had it running the whole time. So.
Hey, who did the thumbs up? How did you get that?
You did the thumbs up just then, didn't you? I hope you did, because I saw that too and panicked. It's smooth.
I'm gonna laugh if you get a big knock on one of the tables behind you. Hey, Quigley, if you're here, go knock on the table.
Nothing yet.
No, nothing yet.
I'll quieten it down. I'll leave it running quietly.
Well, we tried, but that did happen as well. And Mike, I did get your video, so have a look.
We've had other groups.
Yeah.
Now you can say that some people will say that's easily lens flare, which we thought it was, but you did try to recreate that, didn't you?
I did, and so did Amy. It was me and Amy. We both.
You okay, Daryl? Security?
No. What the hell was that?
I heard something too.
No, I just saw something walk. Like, what the hell?
Ghost or security?
I don't know. No, it wasn't a human being. It was like something in it. Like it was like looking around that center divider at me and just disappeared when I looked. I'm like, what the?
Well, I'm gonna turn off the music then.
Oh man, I just got wicked shivers down my spine. Great.
I did hear something.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
I
heard
something
told
banged
you
up.
to go downstairs quickly, not up here.
We can check security camera, timestamp it.
Well, I honestly don't. Well, about 9:24, 25.
All right, we'll check
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like I maybe it was just my eyes, but I could have sworn I just saw it for a split second. Anyway, guys, you know what? It's just about that time. Believe it or not, it's almost 9:30. I tell you what, I'm going to, well, they're kind of, you know what, well, they're shutting down downstairs. I'm going to play you the EVP that I've got up here, so you guys can hear this before we go. And when Christy gets up here, we'll say our final goodbyes. So Mike and Bev, Mike and Christy, if you guys are, sorry, I'm so used to saying Mike and Bev or, you know, whatever. You guys are ready, head on up. But for now, thank you guys so much. It's been a blast. And you guys head on up and we'll see you in just a minute. All right.
Good.
Yeah, you can, yeah, they're perfect. All right. So, oh, he actually came right off the rails here. So guys, yeah, so we're going to play some things just really quick, some EVP. While we were waiting for these guys. So the first one is in the autopsy room and it does say, welcome. It's a ghost box. Have a listen.
You know what? I didn't say thank you. Did you say you're welcome?
See? Welcome. That was pretty damn awesome. Actually, we thought that was really cool. We have another one, which is it's in the overflow morgue, actually, where they were. It's a very, well, have a listen to it. Let me know.
What was that for? I didn't hear that. They want our tarot cards brought down to the third witch.
There's a reason that we are all doing really well together at this museum at the moment.
We're all very similar.
You hear the breathy hello? That was a breathy hello. That was pretty cool. This is actually Mike and Bev, but it's Mike response to something. Have a listen to this.
But if it was you that made that noise out in the room by the stairwell,
And yes, Mike did say, what the hell? And that wasn't Mike Lucky. That was Mike Burns. He did say, what the hell? We couldn't figure out what that was, but that was pretty cool. I do have one more now. This was apparently in the, again, I call it the blood room, but it's the drying room. You know, Christy will hurt me if I say that too loud. Oh, there they are. Oh. Anyway, guys, have a listen to this one, and then we're going to say our good nights pretty quick, okay? So there they are back with us. So have a listen to this one, and let me know if you can hear the footsteps. All right? All right. So do you want to hear them over again? We'll play them one more time before we say our goodbyes. We're going to go back because now they can hear them, folks. So here's the welcome.
You know what? I didn't say thank you. Did you say you're welcome?
There's the welcome. Now the breathy hello.
What was that for? I didn't hear that. They want our tarot cards brought down to the third witch.
There's a reason that we are all doing really well together at this museum at the moment.
We're all very similar.
Did you hear the? Did
Oh,
you hear,
I hate
did you hear the
that.
breathy hello?
That's gross.
And then Mike's response to that.
but if it was you that made that noise out in the room by the stairwell,
That was Mike Burns that actually said that. And the last one is down in the actual drying room.
Blood drying.
Now she says it. Have a listen to the footsteps.
Should I ask one more?
Go ahead.
Are you married?
So there you go, guys. That's the footsteps. So, yeah, that was it. So guys, you know what? That's our hour and just over an hour and a half long special show from the Vancouver Police Museum. Christy, thank you so much for allowing us to do this. And thank you so much for being our special guest. It's been an absolute joy to have you aboard.
Darryl, Mike, thank you both. Thank you so much to all of MPI. I can't wait to have you back again soon. I believe we're having you on the 26th of the month.
Yes. Oh, that's correct. We are having 26 a month. Guys, for those that don't know, we are going to have, and it's up on the VPM website right now, we are going to have a special night that night. It's going to be only involving 8 total guests. That's a little more money than what people are used to, but you're not only going to get an investigation in a couple different areas, one of them being the overflow ward with the MPI gang, but what else are they going to get, Christy?
I'm going to give you a behind the scenes tour of the entirety of the museum. So the public space and the behind the scenes space. We will have some food and nibbles provided, and you'll be able to come back and listen and watch all the evidence that MPI find over the course of the evening.
And there's going to be specific items that might be out.
We will bring out never before seen objects from the collection for you to investigate.
And some you might be able to touch.
Yes.
Other ones you will not.
Yes.
But guaranteed it's going to be a blast. So guys, that's October 26th.
Goes to the old morgue. It is on the Vancouver Police Museum and Archives website.
And MPI and Faculty X will be posting that really soon. And we'll be pushing that out there. So if you get a chance to buy a ticket, do it quick because they're not going to last long. So, Mike?
This was a blast.
It's been a lot of fun.
I'm glad I'm upstairs now, though.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And on behalf of myself, Darryl,
Mike,
and
Christy,
we want to wish you all a great time. Thanks a lot for joining us on Off The Cuff Paranormal. See you again next time. Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
And